welcome to the crack of dawn. I am your hostess for the night. It is Dawn Lombardi, and I have the one and only Jason DeCarolis from Bristol. He looks better than ever, can you tell? Plus, didn't they say that TV, I wonder if that's like a total myth, that they say TV adds like 5 pounds or some ridiculous thing. Well, anyway, we don't have to worry about that tonight because we look great. So we are painting, we had a couple problems miking up because sometimes these mics aren't the greatest, right? But down here, Rich, our cameraman tonight, thanks Rich, he hooked us up. So we're gonna talk hockey, of course, and I don't know that much still. I don't watch a ton, and I still don't. But Jason and Coachie, we're gonna call him tonight, we're gonna talk about the, I believe this has a V in it, and you'll see in a minute. And I thought it was Vancouver because Canada really has some good hockey teams, right?
Yep.
Is Vancouver one of them?
Well, the last couple of years they're trying, but they're not playing as well as they have been lately. They've had to trade away some good players, and they had a coaching change during the season. And
yeah, so Vancouver, how many Canada teams are there? There's
Vancouver, Edmonton, Calgary, Winnipeg, Ottawa, Toronto, Montreal, 7.
7 teams from Canada. That's crazy. I can't believe it. So we're painting the Golden Knights, and they are not from not from Vancouver. They're from Las Vegas.
Well, it's Nevada.
So Las Vegas, Nevada. Now, how old is this team? Is it a relatively new team?
6 years.
6, that's it?
6 years.
And so they already won a cup?
They won their first cup in their 6th year, which is not a record. The fastest team to win a cup in existing years of franchise, the Edmonton Oilers did it in their 5th season.
Yeah, okay.
Vegas did it in their 6th.
Okay, 6th
They
season.
almost did it in their 1st.
Oh, my God.
But they fell just short when Washington beat them in 5 games.
I can't even believe it. Now, since it's a new team, are they all relatively rookies?
No.
No.
Nope.
So anybody that was traded that's really good?
Anybody who came from Vegas from season 1, you automatically you got picked as a franchise draft, meaning that you were sent to this team like on a like if you had 1 year on your contract or 2, and then they re-signed a lot of players during their career. They've gone through how many coaching changes that they've done? They're on their 3rd head coach under 6 years. Bruce Cassidy, which by the way, for all of you who know him, he was a coach of the Boston Bruins.
He was?
And then he got let go, and then Las Vegas picked him up very quickly.
You're kidding me.
And then look what he did.
Now, is that normal to have 3 coaches in 6 years? For like
not
any team?
Really, no.
Okay, so that's not.
But it came down to these coaches were like a player's coach.
Yeah.
And they're not. And that wasn't really too disciplined.
Yeah.
So,
but
they brought along Bruce Cassidy, and let me tell you, what a success he was, despite the fact that.
Do you think the Bruins wish they held on to him?
Yeah, in a way, yes. But instead, they brought in another coach, which actually the Bruins broke franchise records, but in the playoffs, first round,
I couldn't believe
Florida
it.
Panthers.
Were you shocked as much as everybody else that the Bruins didn't win?
The Bruins were outplayed from games.
So what did they have, 4 out of 7 games?
4 out of 7. They were up 3 games to 1 in their series.
Yeah.
And after that, it went south.
Jeez.
Basically.
And so did that coach get fired right away?
No, he did not, but he's already on the hot seat. And Patrice Bergeron just retired on Tuesday. I'm sorry, no, Wednesday he retired.
And he's a Canadian, am I right? He's Canadian?
That's why there was a theme from Ness that says, "Merci, Patrice." So
thank you, really?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
He had 4 kids.
God. Patrice Bergeron has 4 kids? Jeepers. And who did he marry? Like a supermodel? Probably?
No.
Oh, no, okay.
Nope, just a normal person.
Yeah, really? Oh, that's nice. My sister loves him. She thinks he's the greatest.
He'll be in the NHL Hall of Fame on the first attempt.
She said he's a great family guy, all of it. Is he really great? She said.
He was very good. He's in the top 5 categories in the franchise with goals, assists.
Looks really
And he
nice.
stayed out of the penalty box, too, by the way.
Oh, he really did?
Yeah.
So he's not a tough guy that beats everybody
He is a tough guy, but that's why he was the captain, because he knows when not to go in the penalty box, unlike Brad Marchand, who when he does stupid things.
Oh, Marchand. Maybe that's who my sister likes as a guy. Is he nice?
Yeah, I don't know. He's been better, but let me tell you, he's not. I don't think he's going to be team captain.
Yeah, you don't?
No, I don't see it because of the antics he's done in his in the past. So that's really a tough call. But I think the Bruins may not even name a captain for this upcoming season.
So now, who fumbled the whole thing? Whose fault was it? Nobody's, or was it just ridiculous?
No, I think the problem was there were a couple Bruins in Game 7 were not playing 100%, especially in the overtime.
Yeah. Do you think they just had the win and they just...
Well, the Bruins actually stopped switching goaltenders every game. They were switching back and forth between Linus Ullmark,
and they
Swayman.
lost Tuukka.
Tuukka retired.
Now, do you think that was the problem?
Nope.
Or no?
No, this year,
a fumble.
no,
Just like a fumble.
No, this year they stopped doing the goalie switcheroo every game, and that cost them. They put Swayman in for Game 7. It didn't work.
He's a goalie, Swayman.
Swayman's a goalie. He's from Alaska.
Jesus Christ, I can't believe it. Wasn't a guy that went to Avon recently, like Johnny Blue or something, a goalie? Didn't he just do something great?
Jonathan Quick?
Yes. Was he on this team?
Yeah, he actually won another ring, believe it or not, for being the backup goaltender because...
And he's good?
Not as much, no.
No, okay, not as good as he was.
He signed on with the New York Rangers, and he's going to back up.
He's with Rangers.
He's going to back up Igor Shesterkin, but the problem is he gave up too many goals between the legs, so the 5-hole will not do it. But he did play a few games for Vegas in a trade. Vegas went through so many goaltenders. They went through like 4 of them this year.
They really did. Oh God.
And Aiden Hill was the one who topped him in the playoffs.
He's a goaltender?
He's a goaltender. He came over from the San Jose Sharks.
Yeah.
He did very well, and they rewarded him with a 4-year contract.
And what is his what's his salary? Would you say like $2 million?
No, more.
Okay,
it's about $5 million for him.
Now, I just can't believe the difference between like what an NBA basketball player versus a hockey player.
Yeah, well, hockey player, you get an 8-year max contract pretty much.
What about like Gretzky? Did he make a good salary?
Gretzky, yeah, well, he did. Back then it was like 6-7 years, but now they'll let you do. Recently, someone signed an 8-year deal to stay in Carolina. So
I can't even believe it.
No,
God.
Of course not.
No, I can't believe it.
So the review with the Las Vegas Golden Knights is their playoff success. They played Winnipeg.
Yeah.
They
is their team still? Yours looks great. Hold on, showing his. Remember, we sped it up because we're just doing 30 minutes and it goes by fast. So, but he hasn't been on in a while. Yep. So, okay, what were you saying? Yeah.
They beat Winnipeg in 5 games. I thought they played very well. They didn't have an issue or anything. Yeah. Then the next series was Edmonton, and my gut feeling was, is this going to go all 7? That wasn't to be the case. They beat them in 6. But Edmonton's
easily, or was it a good match?
Good match, but I think Vegas, the games 5 and 6 put it to them.
Really?
In Edmonton, as you know, the last 2 years, they have goaltending problems. They have the goal scoring, but they do not have goaltending.
Yeah, okay.
So then round 3 comes along.
So that's
the Dallas
really important.
Stars.
You got to have a good
So here comes the Dallas Stars.
Yeah.
Dallas lost their captain, Jamie Benn, for 2 games because of what he did on a nasty play, not even 30 seconds into a game.
What did he do, like check someone?
He checked him from behind, and actually he did another illegal check afterwards. The first one was okay, but not the second one.
And what happens? They get out for in the box, right?
No, he got an automatic 5-minute major in a game misconduct. They didn't even hesitate.
Gosh. Did they ever get ejected for like 3 or 4 games, like some of the
you can get suspended. You can get an automatic review, and because it was so bad, they gave him 2 games. But the catch was, Vegas was up 3-0. I was like, yep, Vegas is going to clinch this, and the Stanley Cup Finals was going to start a week from now. But then Dallas wins Game 4 in overtime. So I said, okay, so we got another game. And then when they beat Vegas in Game 5, I said, uh-oh. Are we going towards history again in the NHL, which has happened 4 times in the past? But in game number 6, Vegas in the first period just went berserk. And they scored in the first period.
Their fans must have been out of control.
Well, the game was in Dallas. The fans weren't happy in Dallas.
Oh, really?
Worse. Yep.
Was the Bruins, when they lost home at the
No, the Bruins actually didn't throw stuff on the ice. Okay. The Dallas Stars were throwing debris on the ice in one of their games.
Wild, right?
So, no, it wasn't too promising.
Were any people coming straight from the casino, like just out
of control? The game was in Dallas. It wasn't in Vegas.
Oh, that's right. You said that. That's right.
It's not in Vegas. So then, after Vegas won, I said, okay, they have time to get ready for the Florida Panthers, which, by the way, the Florida Panthers were not supposed to make it into the playoffs. They weren't even supposed to make the Stanley Cup Finals.
Yeah.
They took care of how they got to the finals. They took care of beautiful.
Yeah, I know. 15 minutes. It's a ton of time.
So they beat the Bruins in 7.
Panthers did.
Yeah, and then they played Toronto. I said, ooh, this is going to be a toughie because Toronto finally got out of the first round for the first time in 20-something years.
Yeah.
So they did that when I thought Toronto would take care of them, right? Nope, they beat Toronto in 5 to move on. Then here comes Carolina.
Yeah.
They didn't beat them in 4. They swept.
What's the name of the Carolina team?
Carolina Hurricanes.
Oh, the Hurricanes. Okay. Yeah.
So they decided in round 3, Matthew Tkachuk owns a playoff record where he scored 4 overtime goals in overtime alone. One of them took one game, they won it in the 4th overtime. They almost went to
those games are fun. Huh?
Yeah, well, that game ended.
You got to put everything on hold.
That game ended at 1:58 in the morning.
Oh, God.
So
how long would an overtime go?
20 minutes.
20 minutes longer?
No commercial breaks, no nothing.
Oh, my God. And then did they ever stop it and just tie it and that's the end of it?
No, not in the playoffs. You got to keep going until somebody wins.
Jeez, that is fun.
Yeah.
So those people got what they paid for.
Oh, yeah, don't worry. Then here comes game 2. I said, oh, no, here we go again. We're going to go to overtime. What happens? It takes 61 seconds for Matt Tkachuk to win the game, scores the goal, out the door, into the dressing room.
No, really? Wow.
I said, geez.
How old's that guy, Matt Tkachuk?
28 years old, but there was one problem. He was really hurting.
Yeah.
When game 5, it was so bad his brother had to dress him up and tie his shoes. He had a broken sternum.
What's that? This part
yes.
here? Oh,
yeah. Coach Paul Maurice said
someone might skated right into him. Maybe
no. It was the way he got checked. So he comes in and says, "No, you're not playing." There's no way. It was game 5. They wanted to save him They said if he had played, it would have been game 7. If they made it that far, but no, his condition was that bad.
Oh,
but
God, that's bad.
But they did not announce any injuries until the Stanley Cup Finals were over. All they wanted to do was say, upper body injury, lower body injury. They like to keep it a secret.
Yeah.
And that's what they like to do in hockey in the playoffs. They don't want to announce what kind of injury so they know what.
And those guys are pretty tough, right? They'll play if they can.
Yeah, in the playoffs, yes, they will in the postseason.
They will? Oh, God. Did anybody get any injuries during that playoff season?
Or during the Panthers had 3 players playing hurt.
Jeez.
One of them...
what kind of injuries?
One fractured his ankle. The other one did something to his foot.
What do they do? Just wrap it up and deal with it? Yeah.
That's what they did.
Oh, my God.
In the playoffs, they'll do that. In the regular season, they won't try it.
Can't even believe that.
So then game 5. So when game 5 comes along, of course, I had graduation night at Central. So I said,
how many graduates?
260 something.
Wow.
The most I've ever watched.
Wow.
So I went there. So I was in pictures with everybody.
I know.
So
I saw pictures. I love it.
What did I do? I had my phone on. I had to keep the hockey game on in the background for game 5. And I said I had to do it in case Vegas wins the Stanley Cup that night. So, so what I had to do, I wasn't allowed to wear my Vegas or Florida jersey because the finals didn't end yet. So I had to wear my Seattle Kraken jersey that night.
That's what you wore, the Kraken?
I had to wear the Kraken. By the way, congratulations on their season where they made
How'd they do? Pretty good?
Second round of the playoffs. They knocked off the Colorado Avalanche in 7. They lost to the Dallas Stars in 7. Overall,
they had a
pretty
good season.
Pretty good. I had no problem with how they played, and I like Ron Francis anyways, their general manager. So.
And how do you think for the next season? Who's doing really well?
New Jersey's I can tell you right now who the favorite is.
New Jersey Devils?
New Jersey Devils, because they re-signed Timo Meier. They got Jack Hughes. They re-signed Jesper Bratt. They lost Ryan Graves to Pittsburgh, but that's not a big deal. You also have to look at the goaltending is the only worry I have for the Devils.
Okay, so they got a new goaltender or no?
No. They got Vitaly Vanacek and I can't pronounce the first name. The last name is Schmidt.
Really?
Yup.
An American guy?
No.
No? Okay. Yeah, I know.
Neither is Vanacek. He's Czech Republic.
Really? God, can't believe it.
So the Devils actually had a good season this year, finished in the second round. So what happened was with Vegas, here's the story to cut it short.
Yeah.
I had to go. I went to a teacher party with the brewery. I had the game on my phone. I had to keep an eye on it. It says if Florida was winning big, I said, okay, I don't think I have to worry about I don't have to worry about shaving my goatee off or anything. So
that's where the party was, at a brewery?
At a brewery in Milldale.
Which one was it?
In Milldale.
Oh God, it's very popular now.
Yeah,
so they had the TV on it? Or
nope, I had to bring my phone. I had my phone.
Yeah,
so then here's the next big part. I had to tell this. I had to tell the staff. I was like this. folks, I'd like to stay in for more, but Vegas is up 6-1 after 2 periods. I said, I need to go home. I have to go see a Stanley Cup.
And everybody understands that.
No, they all shook their head.
They did?
They all shook their head.
I can't believe it.
They just looked at me. It's like, you're nuts, Coachie.
So you're watching this on your phone. You're at like halftime or something like that.
Well,
like,
second intermission, I had to go home.
Oh, that is
I was
hilarious.
home for the 3rd period.
Oh, my God.
Thank you. Beautiful.
That's a ton of time. 10 minutes. We can't even believe it. It's tons. So it's perfect to wrap it up.
Yeah, to me, the way we're going right now, I'm going to have this drawing done this time around.
You know what? And we're using acrylic paint, and like I tell Coachie, like if you make a mistake over here, what you do is you just go to the other side, and then by the time you go back, it's dry. And we're doing these are logos, so everything just has to be measured out. I screwed up mine in a couple places, like this pointy thing should line up with the other one, but you know what? It still looks fine. So I'm just leaving it. Yeah.
So when they won the Stanley Cup, and it was a nice thing to see. And by the way, the score wasn't even close. It was 9-3. The final score was
9-3. That's a lot of goals for a hockey game, right?
With a game like that, you know what I said when I got home for the 3rd period? I told my aunts, we're 20 minutes away from the season being over. I said it's 6-1. There's no way the Florida Panthers unless the Panthers can score 5 goals in a row. I highly doubt it. And they were all playing. They were all hurt. But Sergei Bobrovsky played.
The Panthers were looking good, though, weren't they?
The Panthers were not supposed to be this deep, but they wound up making it all the way. But they were happy how the season went. They weren't supposed to make it that far.
What about Tampa Bay? Did they do anything?
No, first round exit this year. They lost to Toronto.
Oh, they did?
And actually, Tampa lost. They did lose somebody to, actually, is it Alex Killorn, was it? Yeah, I believe it was him because he went to, he signed with Anaheim.
He did? The Ducks, they're called,
the Ducks,
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So after the Stanley Cup was raised and everything, and I stayed up to see the Stanley Cup party.
Was it a ball?
Oh, the Las Vegas nightclub was going
wild?
nuts.
They're wild, those hockey players. Not all of them.
Not all of them, but Captain Mark Stone brought it into the Las Vegas dance club.
Oh, the cup?
Yup. They brought it down to a concert. They brought it down.
What do you think that thing weighs? 100 pounds?
A lot of weight.
100 or more?
No, about 50.
What's it made out of? Platinum? No.
No, it's made out of metal, I think.
It is? God, I wonder what that thing weighs. They're always traipsing that thing
Jonathan
around.
March's show won Conn Smythe. They could have really
What's that mean, Conn Smythe?
Most valuable player.
That's what it is?
For the whole playoffs when you win the Stanley Cup.
Is Conn Smythe like another hockey player's name or something?
Yeah.
His last name? Oh, yeah.
So what happened was there's only 3 people who have ever won it that after they lost, and 2 names I remember who got it too. I can't remember the third one, but I remember 2 of them, Ron Hextall and Jean-Sébastien Giguère.
Huh, where's he from? France?
Quebec, Canada, but he got it with the Anaheim.
It sounds very French.
He got it with the Anaheim Ducks, but he did get a Stanley Cup ring anyway when they beat Ottawa back in 2005. So,
are the rings similar to like a Super Bowl ring, just big, fat, ugly things?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
And they wear them around or just at parties?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I wonder if they wear them
I have seen on people's Twitter's feeds with the players, you get a day with the Stanley Cup. You get to celebrate whatever city you go to. And
they have a huge parade too, right?
Yes, for a day. You get a whole day with
fun. Oh, God, that's a blast.
So afterwards, the families came out onto the ice, and I got to tell you, they didn't really leave the arena, the players, until I think about maybe 2 or 3 in the morning.
Oh God!
I couldn't believe Mark Stone just brought it to a club where I just said.
Now this was right after the game or after the parade?
The game was over.
Oh
no,
my God,
after Game 5 was over when they won the Stanley Cup.
Creepers. Crazy.
Yeah, when Gary Bettman.
And the coach joins in everything. Yeah.
Yeah, the coach actually joined in. Bruce Cassidy did.
He did?
Everybody was so happy. You know, the laser were going off. You know, the horn was going off. You know,
everything was everywhere.
None of the fans.
What a blast.
None of the fans left for at least an hour and a half after the game was over.
Were they wild?
They were going crazy, but from what my understanding is, I didn't hear any people get arrested for vandalism.
Like the Yukon. Yeah, like the Yukon did.
Well, that's because because I believe there was a lot of police presence. However, from what my understanding was, before Game 5, there was someone getting arrested. They were trying to start a shooting spree, but they caught the guy on the Las Vegas Strip.
You're kidding. Someone really tried that?
They tried it.
I do get nervous about shows.
So do I.
Like that. Yeah, for sports events, because it's just kind of like it's very hard to say if you're at Fenway Park and you have to run. I mean, where are you going? It's just scary.
Well,
it's like being
at the arena, you know. So maybe after a week and a half, here comes a parade.
Yeah.
And you normally run it during the daytime.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Not this city. You couldn't do it.
Really?
You couldn't do it. Because number one.
Let me show yours quick. We still have a ton of time. He's going to still give us a 5 minute and 2 minute.
Oh, yeah. See,
and we're just going to blab on and on because you know what? We still have a ways to go. These look so good.
This is the best we've ever finished it before
I
even
love
the show.
this. And see, notice the V. Like when you're a graphic designer, you got to be good at this stuff. You got to incorporate like things
Correct.
like that. Like the V. Like I never even noticed that. I don't want yours to tip over. So, oh my God. So that was wild. Well, I know when the Eagles won, didn't they tear stuff apart too, the fans?
Yeah, well, that's because they got rowdy, drunk, and all that
crazy stuff. Yeah.
Yep. Nope. Yeah.
Nothing really happened at the hockey thing.
No, it sounded like nobody really went crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, the next morning they were all lining up to go get their Stanley Cup champion shirts and hats. So.
Oh, they were? Okay, that's good. Oh,
yeah,
that's
they did
fun.
that.
What a ball.
And then
you probably have so much adrenaline though with
the
that
parade.
kind of a
the
thing.
parade when the parade started, it was 101 degrees.
Jeez, I can't believe it.
So afterwards,
101 degrees.
101,
oh God. That's
so then
awful.
after, when the parade started to wind down, it was still 96 degrees.
God, dang,
you know, the parade actually.
I
had it on TV. The parade actually ended on TV at about 12:30 my time. That night.
Oh God.
So, but most of the Vegas players are still there. They did lose Riley Smith. He was traded to Pittsburgh because.
Where's he from? He's got to be American, no?
No.
Really?
Ivan Barbashev.
Barbashev, I've heard of him.
Who was traded, by the way, he won his second ring.
Okay, he's good.
In hockey.
Yeah.
Well, he got himself a 4-year contract.
Okay, that's good. And would you say the highest is 8 years?
Highest is 8. They gave him 4.
That's it.
And
No
he took
exception.
it. He
so
took
it's
it.
the same as a presidency.
He took it.
Okay.
Then the other, who else? They re-signed Aiden Hill, the goaltender.
He's good.
Well, we're going to see.
Okay.
I can't guarantee what he's going to do.
Yeah.
At this point.
Okay.
It's like a.
And when does the season start? Right now.
October 10th.
October 10th.
68 days from now.
68 days from now, and then when does it end? April.
April. And then
So it's a long season. Hockey. Mm-hmm. Football's the quickest, right?
Football, well, training camps had just been a weekend.
Okay.
That goes all the way till February,
long.
but yeah, hockey's the longest.
Hockey's the longest.
But I don't mind being the longest because that way I get it like 8 months a year.
And it's too bad though that they don't get paid the same because they're playing longer than like a football player would.
That's right.
I mean, I don't know. Training, people probably do a lot of training, but nobody
But just
really...
remember though, when you win a Stanley Cup, you don't have much time to rest during the off season.
Oh, really?
Before you know it, training camp's a month away.
Oh, they're right back to back. Everything starts right away.
Yup.
Where are their training camps usually?
Facilities.
Cold, or is it all
no, in the same city.
Okay.
In the same city.
These
and
look
then,
so good. How's yours doing? You're done, right?
I'm just
almost.
Done.
I know, same,
done.
right?
Yeah.
Sometimes he'll finish faster.
Okay.
He'll just be like, I'm done.
Okay, we're down to the 2-minute warning.
Are you kidding? We're on 2 minutes. This is perfect. Yeah. So hockey starts. What'd you say? October 10th.
October 10th.
In April.
Yep. This year it starts October 10th. There's 3 games this year that starts. Nashville's at Tampa Bay.
On the 10th.
Yep.
Okay, Nashville
and then,
at Tampa Bay.
Seattle's playing Vegas. And I believe, I forget who the other game is, 7:30, but it's not the Rangers to start the season this year. Nope. I know that.
And the Devils are looking good, you said, right?
The Devils and the Los Angeles Kings are the pre-favorite to win our pre-cup contenders, but the Devils have what they need now. Now they got to show it.
Okay, so
and that's what they have to do.
Yeah, and you said you're just a little worried with the goaltender.
Goaltending is a little bit worryful.
And when can they stop trading? Can they trade all through November?
They can trade anytime now.
Anytime.
The trading deadline will be the first week of March. Then the trading has to stop. You can go to another team, but you will not be eligible to go to the playoffs.
Okay, got it. Yeah. Now, what I'm going to do, I forgot to bring a little pencil. So I've got this little teeny brush that we can sign our name. I don't know how you sign. I forgot if you do JD.
Yeah, I do JD.
Yeah, you do JD. So he's going to take this little teeny thing. I'm going to do mine. I'm just going to sign it to get it over with. And then we probably have like 2 minutes left. We're just going to keep babbling. But let me just tell you, thank you for coming on. I mean, it's been, I don't know. It hasn't really been?
It's been since 2021.
Okay, I'm going to do mine down. Ooh, this is funny.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, we got 1 minute. We're just going to babble
we made it. We've already completed.
Yeah, we're pretty good.
He already knows it's like, this is the quickest we've ever done the show like this.
Well, actually, they came out really good, too. Here, I'll let you sign yours.
Yep.
So when can I catch you at work? You know, Coachie
5 days a week.
Ocean State
I don't
Job Lot,
work
one of my
weekends.
favorite stores in the world. It really is probably one of the most affordable, I would say, more than any hardware store.
Yeah,
But you can get bathing suits there. You can get clothes. You can get socks. You can get pool cleaners, pool shockers, all that stuff.
Yeah,
right?
watch out. We got the closing pool covers coming already. I'm like,
Oh,
it's
for
a
closing
little.
the season out? I can't even believe it. Well, here we go. We got the Golden Knights, and they are Las Vegas. And for those of you watching hockey, watch how great these look together. I'm going to give them both to Coachie, and they're both a little bit different. Mine's a little higher up. I love it. So thank you for coming on. Thank you for tuning in.
Viva Las Vegas.
Thank you. Viva Las Vegas. Have a great night, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye. They really did come out good, didn't they?
And we finished.
The water's warm at Jaws Pond, and we're stocked full of treasures. Big or small, we buy it all. We buy and sell fast rides, power tools, vintage guitars, and so much more. Walk the plank in style with our fine jewelry, diamonds, and watches. Plus, we have a huge selection of the latest video games, including the new PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. Jaws Pond, conveniently located on Meriden Waterbury Turnpike in Southington and West Main Street in New Britain.
I'm your host, Kurt Barwis. Today, I have a very special guest, Dr. Andrew Lynn.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Veterans Corner. My name's Chuck Wooden.
Decision for ourselves for this week if we want to be made well.
Hi, welcome to the Crack of Dawn. It's Dawn Lombardi. I'm starting the painting. It's going to be the clips with some water. Love it.
He took me on the sets of Lost in Space, Batman.
Everybody has a story. What's yours? Until next time,